And this module is going to focus on motivation and how we can keep the motivation and morale of our employees up, high, energetic, keep going, and how we can kind of troubleshoot problems as they arise. So some of you might be thinking, looking at this slide and thinking, oh no, not back to Maslow. This is a horror story back to Psych 101. But there is some real merit to what Maslow is saying here, that we need to meet the needs of our employees and not confuse needs with wants, because everything we want is not necessarily feasible or something that we necessarily even need. And just understanding that people generally, we want to do a good job, but sometimes we have to be pushed to perform at our best. So here, make sure to watch this video link and this video link here. They may seem silly, but I promise they will make a connection in to what Skinner is saying with his model here. So we have to understand, and some of you may know this already to be true, we can't motivate everybody in the same way. I can't motivate students the same way I motivate my children. So we have to have different techniques with how we work with everyone and kind of know those differences in motivation techniques for our employees. And understand too, guys, rewards don't always have to be monetary. There was a survey done of some employees that work for Fortune 500 companies, and money was often listed 5th, 6th, 7th on down the line as that, as that big motivator. Their motivation for working there was the culture and the environment of the organization. And think, how do you feel when somebody tells you that you've done a great job? So it's little things, not necessarily monetary, that really work as motivators. But remember here too, things that can quickly demotivate your employees. You want to praise in public and discipline in private. So you want to praise around people, make sure people are getting the credit where credit is due and the recognition that they need. But you should never discipline in public, and should never discipline where there's other people that can watch. You need to discipline in private. So here, as we're talking about employees, but make sure you're aware too of your own personal perceptions of what's going on. And really, you may have discovered this already for yourself, but how you feel and your attitude is really up to you. Nobody can make you feel upset. Nobody can make you feel sad, make you have a bad day. That's all up to you and the conscious choice that you're making. So it's important that you recognize those sources of frustration and eliminate them as soon as possible. Think back to the Pike Place fish video that you guys watched a couple slides ago. And the guy was saying, you can have fun at work and you can find some kind of meaning in work. And that's that kind of attitude that we should all try to go into this with and strive for. Now, we've said before, and I'll say it again, it's a really good idea to have those regular touch point meetings with your employees, just so that you can get a better pulse on what's going on within your organization or in your department, so you can catch problems when they're little, before they get, out of control, and to the level where you're going to have some serious intervention. Now guys, this is the last slide. I don't have anything pertinent to add here, but please do review over it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you all.